do feel for you. You know, you've had these plans that I believe have been dashed. Have you completely forgotten them? I'm not sure, but it looks like August things keep getting worse for you, if I'm perfectly honest. Overall energy is the King of Wands. King of action, an entrepreneurial king, suggests somebody that wants to do something, but I'm not too certain that that's the right way to be. I think pushing it isn't the right thing right now. Yeah. In the past, you were scoring some gains, some small victories, but maybe making people jealous as a result. I've no idea who you're making jealous, because from my understanding, your plans were sort of fairly personal. Maybe some people are jealous. Certainly now you're stabbed in the back. Who by? Is it the people that are jealous? But this feels like a fairly firm end to something. Is this your plans? Certainly feels like it to me. In the future you're betrayed. So you're stabbed in the back, and then in the future you're betrayed. In quite a childish way, you know. It's... Yeah, you know, well, if it is somebody that's jealous, it often is childish, isn't it? We don't know that's it. You're being advised, however, to be understanding, take the middle ground. Very difficult when all this is going on for you. What would change everything is you celebrating maybe with friends. So there clearly are some things to celebrate, even though I can't see it here. But maybe if you could find what you should be celebrating and enjoy yourself, then it would take your mind off things. Because, you see, what I think happens is you end up the wounded warrior. Now, that's just going to attract more bad luck to you. You know, if your vibrations are lowered because you have a sense of victimhood, that's what the universe will give you. More reasons to feel like you're a victim. Sorry, I'm trying to find well, the positive is there must be something to celebrate, and you're being encouraged to do it. Let's get into it, Gemini. Gemini, the overall energy is the energy of the King of Wands. Very action-orientated king, almost an entrepreneurial king. Now, of course, you've had these plans, and seemed like they're dashed. But does this mean that you're still keen to keep going? I think it does. And this month is about you trying to keep the plans going, but I believe they are dashed this month, to be honest. So it's the sort of almost this impulse for action taking is it terminal? I don't want to call it terminal, but this impulse for action takes a severe knock during the month of August. I can feel you wanting to keep pushing, wanting to keep going. But in the end, I think you are resigned. You see, in the past month or so, you have been moving forward, albeit slowly. You have been making progress. Maybe you're aware that you've been making, well, I'm sure you are, aware that you've been making progress. Slowly getting back to maybe what your ultimate goal is. But I think in doing so, you've made some people jealous. Or certainly some people feel hurt by what you're doing. And I think you've not even noticed that. You've not noticed that you've put some people's nose out of joint. Your current energy is that of being stabbed in the back. It's quite bitter. It means that you have to completely change things. Is this your plans? I'm sure it is. I'm sure that this is exposing for you people that you felt you could trust. Probably these people that you didn't know were jealous of you. People that you felt you could trust, but have actually been working against you. And these are the people who stab you in the back. This can't be good news for you, you know. I don't think you were aware. I don't think you were aware that people were jealous of you, that people were plotting your downfall. But this is bitter. This is bitter. I'm sure it's about your plans. I'm sure they were jealous of your plans. And totally unknown to you, they've been working in the background for things to go wrong for you. Gosh, I'm sorry to be the bearer of this news, Gemini. And in the future, God, Gemini, this can get better, does it? You're betrayed again. You're betrayed again in the future. Now this is a very, very childish betrayal. A really childish. And it makes me think that this is all the same person or persons. And that you probably can't believe how childish they are. You look at, the rendering, and they've had a fight. And it's like, whoever loses the fight, they lose their swords. But the winner's not contented with that, because it looks like he's whacked them on the backside as well and sent them packing. And they're walking off, clinging onto their bottoms, going, well, if you're going to play like that, we're not going to play anymore. It seems to me that what's being exposed is who your true friends are. This is information you needed to know all along. And I'm sorry it's coming out now. It must be very bitter for you, Gemini. Very bitter indeed. Now what you're being advised to do, and this must be very difficult, but I think you are this sort of forgiving person, and that is to sort of try and understand others. Now, if you have made somebody jealous, try and understand that. Try and understand where they're coming from, even though they're being very childish. But you're being called to be the adult, understand where they're coming from, forgive them, and take the middle ground, not stand up for yourself too strongly. Try and work out a very adult and amicable way through this. I think you're up for it, Gemini, but it must be a difficult thing to achieve. Really must be. Now I've got to say, you will understand this better than me, because I can't find what there is to celebrate. There was love, wasn't there, in previous months? Is it that? Did you actually find a new love, and is that what changed your plans? I don't know. Or could that new love, if indeed there was one, could it be they who are jealous? There's nothing to tell me here. There's nothing to tell me. But the suggestion is that if you could celebrate with friends, it would take your mind off things. Undoubtedly it would, but I can't see what it is you're meant to be celebrating. Which is why I say you probably know better than me what this is all about. But what I think happens to you is that you become the victim. And who can blame you? But it's not a good thing to do. You will attract more bad things by becoming the victim. The wounded warrior is what it actually is. And when you get this sense of victimization, it's shouting out to God, Allah, the universe, your ancestors, whoever you think it is that sends these things to you. It's shouting out that I want more misery, and that's why we have more deception after the month of August. And that's why, if only you could celebrate, take your mind off feeling like the wounded warrior, things would be a lot better for you. Easier said than done, I know, Gemini, and I think we can summarise for you now.
Bon Dieu, les ramène en séjour.
Gemini, I feel for you. You've been through so much, and August is certainly no better. There are some potential ups on the horizon that I can't decipher, but maybe you can see them better than I. You were moving in a direction, scoring some small victories. I mean, I know you've had these big plans, and I know they've been somewhat dashed, but I think you were still moving towards them. But what you failed to spot was you were making somebody jealous. Now, I don't know who that person is. There was love unexpectedly coming into your life. Is it that new love? I don't know. But you were making somebody jealous, and that somebody stabs you in the back, pulls an end almost, as it were, to your plans. And it's quite unexpected, and it's very bitter, because you didn't see this coming at all. You didn't suspect this person at all. And in fact, after August, they come back for more deception in a very, very childish way. Now, I think this is all happening because of you did get a warning from the universe to abandon your plans. But I think you've been sort of seeking action, seeking to continue with them in a quiet, surreptitious type of way. You've been wanting action to occur, even though you've been warned against it. Now, I would find this very hard to achieve, but I think you're different to me, Gemini. And that is, you're being asked to see the other side's point of view. And I shouldn't even use the word side, the other party's point of view. Have compassion towards them, have understanding towards them. But what I do think happens to you is, as a result of that, you feel like a bit of a victim, like a wounded warrior. And that will only attract more bad luck. And indeed, as I say, in the future, there is more deception. So the way to cut through this is to celebrate something. Celebrate with friends. Take your mind off it. Now, I don't know what you've got to celebrate. As I say, I think there was a new love in the past. Maybe it isn't the new love that stabs you in the back, and maybe it's that you've got to celebrate. I can't see this new love in this spread, so something that you will know better than I, but I'm sorry for bringing this news to you, Gemini. I really am.